Say it with me now for those in the back. Playoff hockey belongs in Buffalo. Big shout out to Kevin Adams for building the team that we see today. I know Jarmo Kekalainen, all the changes that we have seen behind the scenes, there are a number of avenues that you can dive into to explain what actually changed with the Buffalo Sabres franchise, what led to them actually finding ways to win and string together positive results, becoming the powerhouse in the East that they have become. After all these years of doom and gloom, for the first time since 2011, the Buffalo Sabres are in. And they won a stellar Game 1 at home. Man, can we just talk about the atmosphere? The crowd? I know that there are a number of fans that attend Buffalo Sabres home games who actually live in Canada. It's so close to the border. That's why they play the Canadian anthem at Buffalo Sabres games, by the way. I know a lot of people were asking about that. Hey, why are they playing the anthem? It's Buffalo and Boston. They don't need the Canadian anthem in there. And it really is just a sign of respect because they acknowledge that so many people that attend Buffalo Sabres games are literally Canadians. So we gotta give respect where respect is due. And this Buffalo town, just looking at the footage, I can't imagine how much your ears would be ringing to be in that crowd, exploding at the top of your lungs due to the comeback victory that was in game number 1. This Buffalo team, they've got some pretty high expectations for themselves, and the fans have those expectations too. How easy is it to go out there from getting booed for going 0 for 4 on your power plays to scoring and scoring and scoring and scoring and getting back into it, just pulling yourselves up by your jock straps and getting that 4-2 lead? Buffalo wasn't really looking all too good at the start of the third period, and after all of these missed opportunities, it takes just about 6 minutes of them rallying back, and of Tage Thompson going out there and displaying his brilliance for Buffalo to come back and storm the castle. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a comeback win for the ages. The Sabres were 10 minutes away from losing 2-0 in Game 1. Then they won 4-3. Yeah, sure, David Pastrnak played spoiler at the end of the contest with the last-second 4-3 goal. But make no mistake about that, nobody in that building cared about David Pasternak's last-second goal. It was a power play marker, but it was too little too late, and after the rivaled emotions that transpired on this night, I don't think anybody in Buffalo is walking away disappointed. Everybody got their money's worth here. Let's face it. It's the playoffs. Who cares if you get shutouts? Who cares if your guys score points? I know it's nice to see Tage Thompson go out there and do his thing, but at the end of the day, the playoffs is the playoffs. What matters is if you win and if you lose. And the Buffalo Sabres found a way to win. From the jaws of defeat, they clinched victory. And it's the first win that they've ever had in a playoff series since 2011. I mean, Buffalo, the last time they were in the postseason, I actually do remember this playoff run quite fondly because, of course, it's when the Canucks made the finals. Buffalo ended up losing in the first round in 7 games to the Philadelphia Flyers. Ryan Miller was in net at the time. And quite frankly, it was a pretty tight series between the Sabres and the Flyers in that playoff run. The Flyers ended up getting swept by the inevitable champions in Boston in the second round, so that's kind of where everything ended for that playoff run. But that was 15 years ago. Buffalo has gone through so many years of trial and tribulation, and drafting these super highly touted guys. They had 2 first overall picks in there. They had multiple second overall picks. Sam Reinhart was supposed to be the future. Well, guess what? That guy ends up having the best years of his career in Florida. Jack Eichel was supposed to be the future. Guess what? That guy's got some neck problems. You don't allow him to do the surgery, so he yeets off to Vegas, gets the surgery, and then wins a Stanley Cup. You have all these guys that displayed talent elsewhere compared to Buffalo, Ryan O'Reilly included. And once everything gets pieced together, once you start to realize, hey, we actually have a team here. Tage Thompson, that guy's actually pretty good. Rasmus Dahlin, he is ascending to that level where he could be seen as one of the top players in the league. Add on to this some other minor trades. Sorry, Matthew Savoy, but you gotta go. Ryan McLeod, come on down. Alex Tuch, let's make that trade for that guy because, hey, he's a hometown guy. He wants to come back. Let's give him that opportunity. Add on to this, Mattias Samuelsson, a defensive defenseman and a shot-blocking defenseman that, out of nowhere, was able to score the go-ahead goal to give Buffalo that lead in this game. It's an amazing story. And for Kevyn Adams, this is all to his benefit. I mean, think about it. He's the guy that put the majority of this team together. Just for whatever reason, they couldn't win under him. Sure, you can say that there were elements of the media or the pressure or what have you that might have influenced the way Buffalo's attitude and the way that they do their business has been, but at the end of the day, Jarmo Kekalainen, it was a big shot in the arm for Buffalo to get that adrenaline. The team is looking awesome. They're up 1-0 in their series, and after 15 long years, we can finally say that playoff hockey belongs in Buffalo. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I mean, Lego, didn't you have Boston winning this first-round series in your bracket? Yes, I did. Because I honestly felt that it's going to boil down to goaltending. And Jeremy Swayman, I would say that he has been more consistent this season, especially towards the end, compared to Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen and Devon Levi. I know both of those guys had been good for good chunks of the season, but just heading into April, it wasn't really a great stretch for either of these guys, which is why I gave the edge ultimately to Boston. But hey, taking a look at what you can see out of the Buffalo Sabres here, they could surprise me. You know, I didn't expect Jeremy Swayman to give up 3 in the span of about 5 minutes in the third period of this game. It's a very welcome change, right? I mean, playoff hockey is always going to have those surprises. But with that said, you can let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How do you feel about Buffalo taking a 1-0 lead in their playoff series against the Boston Bruins? How are you feeling after this opening matchup? If you're a Bruins fan, how do you feel about your team being down 1-0? You choked it away, technically, but you can't deny that Buffalo really pressed there. Tage Thompson, what a beast. Alex Tuch getting the empty netter too. Just the electricity amongst the fan base in that building. It's unmatched, I mean. I can't wait to see what Montreal looks like when the games go over to the Bell Center. You might see some similar energy over there, but Buffalo, they've been starved for 15 years, and now they're back. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.